I think fiction that isn't autobiographical in some deep way is usually not worth reading, because it goes again back to not having any stake in the game as a writer. If you're not struggling with something actually real and important to you, I, as a reader, can usually figure that out, that you're just like writing from an outline or whatever. So it is, as John was saying, it's very much about inventing. My life has been quite boring by and large, and does not make, I wrote one slender memoir out of it, and boy, I was using like everything I had. And I crept over the 200-page mark, and I pretty much exhausted it. Because there are so few actually good, interesting, meaningful stories from one's own life. I mean, I have, like, you know, the horrendous plane missing thing in Salt Lake City and 12 hours in a snowstorm story, which is kind of fun, but who cares? So meaningful stories don't grow on trees in one's own life. Stories that have some potential for meaning you need to invent. That said, I tried to write a more autobiographical book with freedom than I had done in the past, which is to say I invented more, but also drew from myself in a much more direct way for the four main characters than I ever had before. And really drew equally. And I would say Richard, you don't have to have read the book. Richard, yeah, I'm a lot Richard, but I'm also a lot Walter. But mostly I'm not nearly as interesting, at least to myself, as either of those characters are to me, because really interesting things happen to them and they get in these great dramatic situations, and like I mean, I was able to write a 500-page book about them, which I was unable to do about myself. And that pretty much tells you all you need to know.
But would you also be Patty?
Oh, totally. Totally Patty, yeah.
Because you're only Richard, or I mean, you could easily be Patty.
Oh, I'm Patty too, and I'm Joey as well. Yeah.